The Squier Bullet Strat, the most affordable of the Squiers. Is this a great beginner guitar? It certainly fits the bill in terms of price, but is it? If not, why not? Frankly, is it good or is it rubbish? That's what we'll find out today. Hello and welcome to another video with me, Elmo J. Karilainen. It's good to have you along. You can call me this guy if my name is tricky to pronounce. You can call me this guy if you, for whatever reason you want. Today we're checking out what is one of the most popular beginner guitars out there. The Squier Bullet Strat, which costs 120 euros here in Europe, which should be just over $130 in the States, although I don't know, you can let me know what it goes for in the comments. I've previously reviewed two other Squier Strats, the Affinity and the Classic Vibe, which both are more expensive than this. The Affinity is 200 and the Classic Vibe is clearly priced a bit higher. It's 340 or 50, I forget, something like that. So first off, before we do anything else, looks. It kind of says cheap to me. Basically, it just looks cheap. The neck wood doesn't look like anything special. Oddly, but this might just be from transport, it seems to have a bit of wear and tear, although that wear cannot be from transport. It has a few nicks, even though it's brand new. The frets are beginning to stick out a bit, but on a positive note, it's less than it could be, because this could be really bad. Back when I was starting out, beginner guitars, ooh, they could be terrible. On the back, nothing too bad, but and this is by no means a deal breaker, but the little plastic cover here, they haven't managed to get that on the plate, so they've missed the plate somewhat. Yeah. Another thing is the tremolo arm. Just get rid of that plastic cover. Never mind. The tremolo arm, in the picture, this was white, but I got a black one. I don't know if you can see that. Yes, so it doesn't entirely say quality instrument, kind of right out of the package. I've had it sitting here now for 2 weeks, just to give it a chance to have a life of its own and get totally, the neck could get totally bent during that time, but it's actually fairly good. Give it a bit more time, you might get more frets sticking out and all that, and the neck might get bent out of shape a bit, but that's all fixable. One thing that I do find irritating, and I've tried this guitar a bit, is I still have some of that stupid plastic. This is really irritating. I don't know, at first I thought it was that the frets are so low that the string is actually touching the wood, but I had a look and that doesn't actually happen. It's just my finger touching the wood. But I don't know if you can hear that. It makes a lot of noise when I make vibrato. And it feels like there's resistance. And that's the frets. Listen. The frets are in poor condition, even though this is a brand new guitar. I don't know if that goes down to warranty. I don't know. It's not great. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so no dead notes. Yeah, which is good because these guitars can sometimes, I don't mean Squier bullet strats, but beginner affordable guitars can have dead notes, which would be a real bummer. So let's turn on the amp and start playing. So it has your regular, so the bullet strat has 21 frets, it has your regular 5-way switch, 2 tone knobs and a volume knob. And this is what it sounds like. I have the Marshall 50-watt Plexi, and yeah, the clean signal is roughly like this. Okay, so as you can hear, I have a bit of delay going on as well, because I like delay. Masks my sloppy playing. Everything seems to work. Okay, so it even stays in tune when you touch the whammy bar. Sometimes you look at it funny, and on cheap guitars you sneeze and it's all out of tune. But this one stayed in tune very well. I'm fairly certain that if I was to push down on it a bit more, it would go out of tune, but let's not do that. We might hurt its feelings. Let's see what the tone knobs do. A ton of modulation on my delay for some reason. So it seems this is connected, this one is connected to the middle pickup, and this one is probably connected to that one, and nothing is connected to the bridge pickup, which is not the way I like it, but then again, that's no biggie. I like to do kind of Jeff Beck type stuff where I turn down the tone a bit on the bridge pickup and only have the volume up a bit and have an overdrive going, but can't do it on this then. No matter. Okay, so those are some of the sounds. Okay, let's add a bit of overdrive. I have the Strymon Riverside, which I have set to kind of moderate gain and more gain. Yeah, not half bad actually. Let's add a bit more overdrive. Yeah, it does all sorts, this thing, and first appearances were not didn't induce hope, as I think the expression goes. But it's not as bad as the first impression kind of led me to believe. Actually, it's not terrible. The frets are a bit annoying, but you kind of work through that. The main thing is that there isn't too much fret sprout going on, and even if there were, you could remedy that yourself fairly easily. But then again, if you're just starting out, maybe you don't want to do that. If you're 11, you don't want to be doing that. Then again, you might have family members who would be willing to help you. So, what do I say? Yes, it's a decent enough instrument as a first instrument. I am thinking that you will outgrow this fairly quickly if you do decide to go with this. Other instruments in this kind of price range that I've tried, the Affinity and a Harley Benton Strat, which was a bit cheaper than this, I might actually go for just the Bullet Strat out of the ones that I've tried, that is, because it's cheaper than the Affinity and it's better than the Harley Benton. Actually, I would say I almost prefer this to the Affinity, the one that I have. But here's the thing, when you're buying an affordable instrument, an affordable guitar, the differences in quality can be enormous. You can find a very good instrument for €100 or dollars, and the exact same instrument, if you go walk into an instrument store, a music store, you have two of these, let's say, hanging side by side. One of them could be brilliant and one of them could be absolute toss. So you need to keep that in mind when buying affordable instruments. And the thing is, I think it would be wise to, if you can afford it, invest in a slightly better guitar, because when you outgrow this, you won't really get too much money back. On the other hand, if you have a good instrument, let's say the Squier Classic Vibe comes to mind, that I really liked that one. It's a lot more expensive, 350, but on the other hand, you can upgrade that. I don't think you can upgrade this, because the actual instrument doesn't really feel all that great, so you'd end up getting a new one. And the problem is that if you get a slightly worse one than this, you might not enjoy it. You might just say, yeah, this is not for me. And that might be down to the guitar more than any lack of enthusiasm, because it's no fun playing on an instrument that sucks. That being said, this one doesn't suck, but is it the ultimate beginner guitar? No. Decent enough. Actually, I would go for something second-hand, because you can get surprises down the line, because sometimes affordable guitars are built out of wood that isn't entirely dry, and all kinds of stuff can happen to the wood when it dries out, and that might be or lead to nasty situations. Yeah, actually, I think that's about it. What's there to say? It's a Strat, it does the job, it's very affordable. If you are really on a tight budget, this might do the job. You could even find these second-hand, I assume, for something like, well, way under 100, and save a bit of money. If you want to watch more of my gear reviews, there's a playlist here somewhere. Please join me on Patreon, because I buy the gear that I review, so you get an honest review. And this is not terrible. It's not great. It's okay. Also, when you join me on Patreon, you get all of my music. You get a bunch of exclusives that are available nowhere else, and you can take that for free. If you feel like it's crap, you can just not pay. There's a link in the description to my Patreon. Other than that, click like if you liked the video, comment, let me know what you thought, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification thing. Other than that, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in another one. Take care. Bye!